Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. And I just kind of contemplating here today, as it's been a really brisk last few weeks here in Colorado, certainly not like it's been up north or in the Midwest or even way back east, for example. But we've had our fair share this winter of really cold days, and yet it's been sunny. And out my window, I look and have the beauty of having this wide, expansive window that looks out towards the mountains. And as I meditate and contemplate and write and look out that window, a lot of times the sun catches the wings of the various birds that are out flying around, and I haven't been able to help but notice the flocks of geese that have been going by. And whenever I see a flock of geese, I'm always brought back to childhood and this memory I have of my father, who when we were kids, he would always spot a flock of geese flying in a V formation and then look over at us and say, "Do you see that flock of geese up there?" "Yes, Dad." "Do you see how they're flying in a V formation?" "Yes, Dad." "And do you see how one side of the V is longer than the other?" "Yes, Dad." "Do you know why that is?" "No, Dad." "Why?" "Because there's more geese on that side." And then he'd laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, and we'd laugh at him laughing because he told that over and over and over again. And we always acted like we didn't know what he was going to say. And I think he knew we knew, but that just always reminds me of my father every time I see a flock of geese. And of course, those of you who have been in network marketing for a while have probably heard a lot about the analogies that go on with the flock of geese and the V formation and how that relates to us and how we can relate it to life and why geese form that way and what that means for leadership and everything else. But still, I thought that I would spend some time today and over the next few days kind of taking bite-sized chunks out of this story and relate it from my viewpoint as to the beauty of what a flock of geese can teach us. I love nature, I love what we can learn from nature, and of course I love stories. So let's just think about the geese and why they fly in formation in the first place. They fly in formation because scientists have discovered that each of the geese fly just slightly above the goose that's in front of them. And that gives them a certain aerodynamic lift that allows them not have to work so hard. So the front leader goose that's in the front of the entire V formation is working the hardest. And the ones that are behind are off the hook a little bit. And they're able to just flap their wings at less of a pace, glide in a lot of cases, also have the wind not hit them so much in the face, and they're able to be carried along by the lead goose, and they follow the direction of where that goose is taking them and taking the flock. And also, the studies have shown that geese that fly in formation have a 71% chance greater distance that they can cover, or greater distance that they can cover, not chance, than geese that don't fly in formation. And also that birds that don't fly in formation have a much higher heart rate. So therefore, flying in formation in this aerodynamic way is very beneficial for a number of reasons. And so I started to relate this then to us and our profession. And if you look at it from the standpoint of a leader being at the front of the group, and what can we learn in this very first lesson today, and we'll go on for the next few days, can we learn from the geese? First of all, a sense of community, because in that community they're going to get where they're going, they're following in step, they have someone taking them where they all want to go, and it's much easier for them to follow that leader, and they feel like they belong. And have you ever noticed that in your network marketing business, if you find someone that falls out of a group because they can't seem to get out of it what they want, or for some reason they're just distracted into something else, either A, they stop altogether what they're doing, B, they find yet another group and hope that will do for them what they wanted the first one to do, or they come back and rejoin the flock of geese, so to speak. That sense of community is all important to all of human nature. And I think if we can look at this particular lesson today from the form that we'll all get farther in life if we are following those that are on the same path as us and have the same goals as us in life, because we're working on the thrust of those that we're surrounded with. And that, I think, is a really cool lesson that we can learn from the geese and their formation, and we're going to share some more over the next few days. So I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please comment and share, and have an awesome day. Thanks a lot for tuning in.